Is the M23 defending the Democratic Republic of Congo's marginalized Tutsis, or a Rwandan proxy force looting land and minerals? Recent headlines about M23 capturing Goma demand a deeper look, starting in 1994. M23's roots trace back to the Rwandan genocide, which killed 800,000 Tutsis and moderate Hutus, forcing 1.2 million Rwandan refugees to escape into the DRC. Rwanda's Patriotic Front, or the RPF, led by now Rwandan President Paul Kagame, invaded the DRC alongside Uganda and Congolese rebel Laurent Désiré Kabila to return refugees and get their hands on genocide perpetrators. However, the UN documented numerous RPF human rights abuses, including mass killings of Hutu refugees. Kabila overthrew DRC's President Mobutu Sese Seko in 1997, installing Rwandan and Congolese Tutsi figures in key government positions. One of these men, James Kabarebe, was made Chief of Staff of the Congolese Armed Forces. He had fought alongside Kagame in the capture of Kigali during the 1994 Rwandan genocide. The 1997 war was also the first documented use of proxies by Rwanda. Here is Nyamwasa Kayumba, the Rwandan Army's Chief of Staff, explaining just how much Rwanda was involved.
Toute l'idée était de réunir tous ces Zaïrois qui venaient d'endroits différents, avec des histoires différentes, et de trouver un moyen qu'ils fassent cause commune. On voulait essayer de les impliquer ensemble dans une sorte de mouvement politique organisé, capable d'articuler un programme et même de justifier la guerre qui commençait au Zaïre.
Le Congo actuellement est en train d'être saigné à blanc. Les fraudeurs font traverser des centaines de kilos d'or par semaine, en passant par le Rwanda vers l'extérieur.
Seeking to dilute Rwandan influence, Kabila later expelled Rwandan officials, triggering the Second Congo War with Rwanda and Uganda backing rebels against him. The war killed 5.4 million people, mostly from starvation, disease, and displacement. Rape was widespread, and children as young as 8 were forcibly conscripted. A peace agreement in 2003 created a transitional government, but instability remained. It was during the Second Congo War that Rwanda established the RCD, or the Congolese Rally for Democracy, as a proxy in the DRC's North Kivu province. Instead of providing the security they claimed as their raison d'être, the RCD committed human rights abuses such as recruiting children. Meanwhile, the UN documented the Rwanda-backed RCD doing large-scale looting of Congolese minerals like coltan in 2001, with the cargo transported to Kigali. Another peace deal saw the RCD integrate into the Congolese armed forces, but Rwanda allegedly sabotaged the process by ordering RCD Goma leader Laurent Nkunda to defect and form the National Congress for the Defense of the People, or the CNDP, in 2006, which would morph into the M23. The CNDP controlled resource-rich areas in North and South Kivu provinces under the guise of fighting the Hutu rebel group, the Democratic Forces for the Liberation of Rwanda, or the FDLR. The group's 2008 offensive displaced 250,000 people and committed massacres before Rwanda, under international pressure, arrested Nkunda in 2009. A peace deal integrated CNDP fighters into the Congolese army. Tellingly, in 2008, Nkunda demanded the cancellation of a $9 billion mining deal with China as a condition for peace talks in 2008, a view shared by the International Monetary Fund, which objected to the deal, delaying forgiving $10 billion the DRC already owed. Experts accused him of hypocrisy, as he had overseen illegal mining in the DRC's North Kivu province for several years and singled out China, even as US companies like Freeport-McMoRan operated in the country. You have to wonder what China has to do with Tutsis being marginalized in Congo. In 2012, former CNDP soldiers mutinied, citing poor treatment and lack of government positions, forming the March 23 movement, or the M23. However, reports suggest the real motive was protecting illicit revenue streams from illegal taxation, smuggling, and mining in eastern DRC. Mounting pressure to arrest M23 leader Bosco Ntaganda also helped spark the group's rebellion when they briefly captured North Kivu province's capital, Goma. International pressure on Rwanda, including aid cuts, led to M23's dissolution in 2013. 8 years later, M23 re-emerged, citing delayed integration agreements. However, analysts say Rwanda felt sidelined as DRC strengthened ties with Uganda, awarding Uganda a road contract near Rwanda's border. In 2022, M23 launched attacks at a time of tense Uganda-Rwanda relations, reportedly targeting road construction. Nevertheless, reconciliation between Uganda and Rwanda a few months later saw Kampala provide logistical support to M23 despite officially cooperating with DRC. Although M23 claims to protect Congolese Tutsis, its actions have seemingly fueled anti-Tutsi violence out of people associating Tutsis with M23. More consistently, economic interests seem to drive M23's existence. Rwanda, with limited mineral reserves, remains a top exporter of gold, coltan, and tantalum, resources sourced from M23-controlled areas. In Rubaya, for example, M23 makes $300,000 monthly from taxes on tantalum, while discrepancies in Rwandan gold exports suggest large-scale looting. What do you make of this? Is the M23 a protector or a profiteer? Let us know in the comments.